and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to be sharing about my musical journey. But before I do, don't forget to subscribe. I know I'm asking a little bit early, but don't forget to subscribe, to check out my other videos, to check out my music so you understand where I'm coming from, and to follow me on social media platforms. So as you may know or not know, I'm actually originally from South America, Ecuador. But I grew up in London. My whole life has been in the UK. So my parents are actually musicians. My dad is a drummer, my mom is a singer. And they used to play together in their church back in Ecuador. So that's how they kind of met. Music has always been in our family. And from my dad's side, las hermanas Swastis, those are actually my family members. For those who don't know, Las Hermanas Swastis are two sisters who were popular in Ecuador in the music industry.
¿Hasta cuándo, corazón, palpitas tanto?
Ay, porque un amor que se quiere, ay, porque un amor que se quiere, ay, solo con la tumba muere, ay, solo con la tumba muere.
To begin with, my parents actually forced me to learn to play the piano. But I kind of, over time, fell in love with music. Years passed, it wasn't so much them forcing me to as it was me actually looking for it and me wanting to spend time in the piano, playing music. And because my mom was a singer, my dad was a drummer, I started learning songs from church because I really started enjoying piano by then. My parents looked for an independent piano teacher who was teaching at the time jazz, and that's how I got into jazz. So I began learning my grades, not in classical music, but in jazz. That's where I really found the love and appreciation for blues, jazz. And you know, as I began to learn, I began to pick up certain skills along the way. I loved creating melodies. I think that's one of the things I learned from jazz, just creating, improvising. I started composing my own music. Obviously at the time I didn't know what I was doing. I was just creating. But I like creating melodies. I like creating my own music. So that was really helpful for me, I think, as my journey in songwriting. At the time, you know, I used to have a diary. Does everyone keep diaries anymore? I still do. There was nothing really special about it, nothing really exciting. I found an old diary. And I'm gonna read you what kind of stuff I used to say. It's in Spanish, but I'll translate it, and it says, I'm a bit sad because on Wednesday, I have to go back to school. So yes, as you can tell, not very exciting stuff. Point is, I've always loved reading. I've loved writing because I think it's so therapeutic to just get some of the stuff that's inside out. So over time, the melodies I was making up on the piano, I was trying to put some of the stuff I was feeling with it. And that is basically how I started to mix words and music, and voila! I found what I enjoy doing, which is songwriting. But I realized I had to learn, or at least know a little bit how to sing, to try and put the words I had made up for this melody. I'm not like one of those people that said, I used to sing when I was a baby, like just as I came out of my mom's, I was like, no. I wasn't like that. I began taking singing seriously just a little later than maybe I wish I had. But I began to want to learn at least how to sing properly so I could sing what I was creating. At this time, I was pretty sure I wasn't a rapper. I did try.
God, please, no! No!
So my parents ever so kindly again invested and found me a vocal teacher. And this was one of the greatest things because my teacher was able to help me work out my range and help me sing louder, because at the time it was just like... She taught me how to belt, and now I cannot unbelt. I'm kidding, I can, kind of. So anyway, as I developed my voice and just carried on creating, I began to write songs. Obviously, they sucked at first. It was awful, but it got me into understanding just how songwriting works. It wasn't something that I was forcing, it just came naturally. That was something that I really enjoyed because it was like I was able to express myself in a way that showed who I was. So that was just a journey for me in falling in love and wanting to do songwriting my whole life as a career. The first song I had officially finished writing was a Spanish song. No dudes ni pienses que yo te he dejado. Siempre a tu lado estoy, nunca te abandonaré. Y cuando tú sientas que ya no aguantas, levanta y recuerda que yo siempre te guiaré. Te escogí a ti desde el principio, te escogí a ti desde el inicio, te escogí a ti, si yo te vi, yo te escogí a ti. Te escogí a ti desde el inicio, te escogí a ti desde el principio, te escogí a ti, si yo te vi, yo te escogí a ti. My development in songwriting and performing and just having that confidence to sing in public, honestly, what helped me a lot was church. We have always, as a family, gone to church. We have always taken part in the worship team. So that's always helped me to understand how to play music live, how to work with other musicians. Being at church did help me a lot with my musical journey. Eventually, I had all these songs that I had written, and I had a couple that I thought were decent enough, but I realized the only person who was actually listening to them was me. And I kind of wanted to express myself. I kind of wanted to show other people what I did do, because I don't know if it's ever happened to you when you say you are something. Like, for example, I would say, well, I want to be a songwriter, but you know you are doing some of the songwriting stuff, but you're just too afraid to kind of put yourself out there. That's basically what was going on. So I had enough songs that I thought, you know what, I really want to work in them. Just put them out there and see what happens. Eventually, I did get a help from a friend of mine who is a producer and has his own studio, and we decided to work together in helping me bring these songs to life. It's funny because we recorded these songs, and at the time I wasn't sure of my identity as an artist. Side note, when anyone asks me, so what kind of music do you write? It's really tough and difficult to answer, because I am a songwriter, and sometimes the song that you intend, or you have an idea in mind and you start to write it, and then all of a sudden it just has a life of its own, and it ends up sounding different than what you first thought it would, but it's still somehow beautiful and still an expression of you. So normally when I'm asked, I am a songwriter, but if I have to be put in a box, I would say I am a pop/R&B singer-songwriter. Though sometimes I really do end up writing folky kind of songs, which is fine. So after this whole artist identity discovery, we managed to release my first single, which was You Know.
You know, I didn't mean it, no.
If you haven't heard it, go check it out, Spotify, or just check out my YouTube, but check it out. Obviously, I was so excited to have my first song released, and it was such a huge milestone for me, because it became from having just these ideas to actually releasing something on Spotify, on streaming platforms with my name on it, and it was just like, it was mind-blowing. I felt so blessed, I felt so humbled, and just really, really happy, honestly. So right now, we're still producing, I'm still writing songs and keep discovering new things. I'm trying right now to grow as an artist, and also grow my fan base, and also grow my knowledge so I can continue to get better in my craft. And I'm trying to figure out, honestly, how to make a living out of this, because if one thing is for sure, I think there are a lot of artists out there who are struggling to really make a living out of what they love doing. And that's where you guys come in, because I know you guys are supporting me and just being there for me, and I love you guys for it. That's been my music journey in a nutshell. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I hope that you were able to get to know me a little better. And don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share this video. Give that little bell a click so that you are notified the next time I upload a video. Also, just let me know what kind of music you enjoy, and if you've heard any of my songs, let me know which one's your favorite. And if you haven't, go hear it out, go support me. Let me know what song you like, what's your favorite, and why. And if you're a songwriter or an artist, please let me know if you identify with this journey of mine, and let me know where in the journey you are. See you next time. Check out my other videos. Keep dreaming, keep hustling, and keep being yourself.